Good morning, children. In the previous module, we have done or completed the classification of plants on the basis of various factors like their life cycle, their habitat, where do they flower or not. And it's time to begin with the classification of animals now. Animals, they are classified on the basis of presence or absence of vertebral column at the primary level. Okay, so at the primary stage in this class that I am going to discuss with you all is that the beginning or initially the classification of animal was done by seeing that whether the organism is having the backbone or not. Okay, so we do all have backbones, isn't it, students? You can stand, you can sit, you can walk straight. Okay, this is why, because our body is supported with a backbone, which is present there in the back side, and it runs right away from our head to the just near the just on above the hip. Okay, so basically this backbone is very important feature in us. So but there are many groups of animals are there, those who do not possess such kind of backbone. Okay, so then their body construct is something different, somewhat different. Okay, so beginning with the invertebrates. Invertebrates is the group that do not contain this or do not possess this backbone. Okay, so animals without the backbones. 90% of animals are invertebrates. Okay, so if you study about this whole kingdom animal, you will see that 90% of them are invertebrates. That means they do not possess any vertebral column or backbone. But remaining or the rest, which in which we are also included, we we do possess the backbone. So invertebrates lacks internal skeleton in their body, but some develop external skeleton to maintain their structure and shape. Okay, students, so like here it is saying that they don't have a bony framework inside the body, neither the backbone nor the skeleton. Okay, but some of the members, they do have the protective outer hard skeleton. Okay, outer hard skeleton which protects their bodies composition, shape and size, everything. Okay, just for an example, they develop like oyster. Okay, just wait. Oyster, if I talk about the oyster, they have what you will see inside is a cushion like structure. That means the organism is there and its body is cushion like, muscular, and it holds the pearl. Okay, it holds the pearl, but from the outside if you see the oyster, what you see, it has a hard bony shell. Okay, bone like shell, protective shell made up of calcium carbonate. Okay, made up of calcium carbonate. So students, in that case it is from outside. Now if you talk about the shrimps, okay, shrimps or prawns. Okay, outside their body they have a layer made up of chitin. Okay, layer made up of chitin. It is the external, just in the way you wear a jacket or a blazer from outside, in such a way those organisms also wear something from outside. Okay, so it appears to be like that. So this particular things, they maintain their body's shape, size, structure, everything. Okay, and their body's shape basically depends on the pressure of the body fluids which runs inside their body. And remember, they do not have blood. They don't have what? Blood. Okay, they don't have blood. Blood is not there in their body. Some other fluids are there that helps their body, whose pressure helps them to keep their body in shape. Vertebrates are classified into 9 groups. They are classified into Protozoa, Porifera, Colentrata, Platyhelminths, Nematohelminths, Annelida, Arthropod, Mollusk, and Echinoderm. We will study about them later. Okay. As of now, we are now beginning with we will be beginning with the animals, those who possess the backbone. Here you could see certain pictures, okay, of invertebrates, in which you can see there are the organisms, those who do not possess any backbone, okay, their body shape, whatever you are seeing, is completely based on the external layer that they have, which is tough, tight, and keep their body in shape. Okay. Then with the picture I have tried to make some differentiation at the meanwhile I have already discussed with you the main difference where it lies. That means the main difference that lies between the invertebrates and the vertebrates is that invertebrates do not have backbone. The body is completely muscular, okay, and at the same time, if you talk about the vertebrates, they do possess a backbone, okay. I would say that there are many what phylums are there. Phylums are there in invertebrates, but in case of vertebrate, one phylum is there, that is phylum Chordata, okay, phylum Chordata, and into which 5 classes are there? Which 5 classes are there? Fish, then your amphibians, reptiles, birds, and mammals. We will study them one by one. Okay. Now in this picture, it is given clearly or the properly that we are going to begin with the vertebrates first of all, and here it is given in a perfect order. That means vertebrates, okay, contain or it comprises the phylum, one phylum, okay, or a group. Phylum matlab group, okay. So basically this phylum contain one phylum, that is Chordata, and this group of vertebrates has 5 classes. What do they have? They have 5 classes. The first one that we are going to study always is the fish, then the amphibians, then reptiles, then birds, and then mammals. Why this order is maintained, why it should be maintained, we'll discuss later on. I'll tell you, because gradually when you study from fish to the mammal, what you will notice is that the body feature will become advanced gradually. A bit in fish, then more in amphibians, then from amphibians it will be greater in reptiles. So modification or the body complexity will increase from fish to the mammals, and in this order only, okay. That is why we study them, these classes, right away starting from fish, then amphibians, reptiles, birds, and mammals, okay. So let's begin up with the introduction of vertebrates. Okay, that means this vertebrates, they have the animals or the members, those who possess the backbone. So the first that I have already said, we'll study about the fish. So fish, I think many of you must have seen various types of. The first or the foremost thing that comes into our mind while we talk about fish is that they are aquatic. Okay, what they are? They are aquatic. That means they live in water. Of course, outside the water they cannot survive, because their body is somewhat designed by the nature in such a way that they can only live in water but not on land. They have this shape of body. This shape of body is basically known as streamlined. Okay, this body shape. This streamlined shape you would observe not only in fish but also in birds. Okay, this shape actually helps them to swim or fly against the current, water current, against the water current, or with the water current. I mean, this type of body shape gives them or enable them to move swiftly and softly, and this adaptation is very much important, which makes the life easier I mean inside the water for fish. Okay, and they respire through gills. They do not have lungs because gills are modified to absorb the respiratory gases which are dissolved in the water. And on the surface they possess scaly skin. Scaly skin help them in many ways, like right away protecting from their body getting damaged due to the harshness of water. Then it helps them from any kind of injury that may happen to them inside the water, and they reproduce by producing or by laying eggs. Then after fish, it is about the amphibians. Amphibians, the name, okay, amphibians, if I say the name amphibian is made up of two words, amphi, which means both. Okay, so beings matlab living. So that means amphibians means they are the organism who can live both in land and in water. Okay, and while they stay in water, that means half of their life when they stay in water, they have such type of body structure, like they have tail and they have gills to breathe. Why tail? Tail help them to swim in the water, and gills help them to take away the dissolved respiratory gases from the water. But slowly when they get mature, when these amphibians they get mature, like frogs from tadpole, when they turn into the frog. Tadpole is the it is the baby, it is the condition when the frog is not mature, it is in the form of baby. Okay, so when it is tadpole, it remains in the water, but when it becomes a mature frog or toad, what do? They develop proper skin. Okay, proper skin with the their gills changes into lungs, because at that time they have to come upon and stay in the on the land. So at that time gills won't work, so that's why the gills get modified into the lungs, and they can also respire through their skin. Okay, so apart from this, their skin is quite slippery. This slippery kind of skin help them to escape out from the predators. Okay, so they can slip off from the catch of the predators. And there are certain examples which are given is the frog, toad, salamander. Salamander somewhat looks like the lizard, but the lizard is a reptile. Okay, and salamander is an amphibian. So next is reptiles. Okay, and behind you may see there are various pictures of reptiles like tortoise, snake, lizard, gecko, crocodile. And what do? They have a distinctive feature of crawling on the surface of the ground. They have dry scaly skin, but their scale do not resemble the fish. Their scales are quite hard and horny and protects them from the predators. Okay, and what do they have? They have waterproof skin. Usually you will find them abundantly in desert areas, where we will find them in desert areas. Okay, and they usually live on land, and some may live on both land and in water, like crocodile, tortoise, for laying eggs and all, they go to water. Okay, but the most of the life they spend on the land. That's why they are not categorized under the amphibians, but they come upon or under the reptiles. And after reptiles, it is about the birds. Birds, many of you, we are very much fascinated about colorful, beautiful looking birds. We are fascinated about the way they call. Okay, they produce sounds, various types of sounds. So birds, they are one of the beautiful creation of the nature. Okay, but what is their body characteristics or features? They can fly, as I have told you. They also have this type of shape, streamlined body, which help them to fly. They have long wings, I mean big wings, I'm sorry, they have big wings. They also have hollow bones. Hollow bones makes their body lighter, and that helps these birds to fly high in the sky. Okay, their body is covered, not covered with scales, but their body is covered with feathers. And they are oviparous. Now, what is the meaning of oviparous, students? Do you know what is the meaning of oviparous? Oviparous means the organisms who do not produce their young ones directly, but lay the eggs. Okay, so all egg layers are known as oviparous. What is that? I repeat that all egg layers are known as oviparous, and all those who produce their baby from the mother's body, like us, okay, they are viviparous. Okay, in case of viviparous, they produce the babies. Mother produces the babies, but in case of oviparous, they lay eggs. So in case of fish also, in case of amphibians, in case of reptilia and bird, till bird you would see this feature that they lay eggs, they are oviparous. And the biggest egg which is demarcated is the egg of an ostrich. It is the biggest egg of the world. Okay, so apart from this, we have mammals. Mammals means the organism, those who can produce their young babies. Okay, the baby comes out from the mother's womb, and the mother can feed the milk to the newborn baby. Okay, so these two are one of the most important characteristic feature of the mammals, which makes them distinctively different, that they produce their young one, they do not lay egg outside, and the mother feed the milk to the newborn. These are the important characters. So whatever you see around, the majority, apart from birds, reptiles, amphibians and the fish, like dog, cat, tiger, bear, elephant, cow, goat, sheep, whatever you see around yourself, even you yourself, we all belong to this class mammal. Okay, so we belong to class mammals. With this, I am now ending with all the 5 classes. Okay, we have now come to an end of all the 5 classes of vertebrates. That's all about the 5 classes of vertebrates. It is now done. So we will discuss about the phylum or the groups, certain groups which belong to invertebrates in the next class. By that time, watch this video, listen to the explanation sincerely, and you will get some work to do in the fair copy. Good day and have a beautiful and healthy day, and take care. Thank you.